get straight into this shit. I ain't gonna make this one too long. So I was having a, talking about boxing tape. So I was talking about boxing with somebody earlier, right? Chopping it up, you know. And we were talking David Benavidez. He got that fight coming up later this month. And we were talking about, like, because David Benavidez gets hated on for no reason and shit. He's one of the most hated boxers. Him, Devin Haney, and a few others. People just be hating on dude like crazy and shit. So we were talking about that. So I was like, okay, yeah. We were just breaking it down or whatever. And my theory on that has maintained the same since I first started hearing the hate. It's not necessarily boxing enthusiasts that's hating on him. It's people that are just Canelo fans. You know, they are the ones that are like, oh, we don't like David Benavidez, and those people are loud. They outnumber. Because one thing about Canelo fans, they outnumber a lot of fans. Like, his fan base is massive. Pause. So that's who's saying that bullshit about David Benavidez, like always hating on him. The thing that I find interesting though about Benavidez is when you talk to a lot of these Latino fans, when you talk to a lot of them, I say Latinos because I'm listening to what's going on and all the drama and all the people saying Benavidez is this, Benavidez is that. It's mostly Latinos and a few black folks that are like finding ways to discredit him no matter what. That's who's doing it. But it's mostly Latinos. A few goofy ass black motherfuckers discredit him too. But when you ask Latinos, like, what kind of fighter do you like? They actually describe a David Benavidez style type fighter. They claim, the Latino boxing fans, they claim they like fighters that come forward, throw punches, they don't move a lot. Yeah, they like fighters like that. They put pressure. That's what they're saying, the type of fighters they like. So they say that they're describing David Benavidez, then they turn around and shit on David Benavidez. So that's proof right there that it's bigger. It's not about David Benavidez as a boxer. They don't like the guy because, like I've been saying for a while now, these gay ass Canelo fans, they were scared of the idea that if he were to fight, if he ever got that fight, he would have beat dude. So because of that, they shit on David. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. But that's not a good reason to dislike a boxer or to always try to find something negative to say about him. Like I said, most of these guys in the YTBC are casuals and trolls. They're not really boxing enthusiasts like that. You know, their thing is to try to annoy as many people as they possibly can. You know what I mean? If you listen to what they're saying. Because we've all seen David Benavidez fight. We can all see that this is a high quality fighter. This is not some guy that can be pushed around. Like, this dude is legit. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. But again, a lot of people want to act stupid and like question him or say he got to do this, he got to do that, and all this stupid shit. And then when you break it down and when you just add the shit up like math, they're only doing it because they're Canelo fans that were just scared of the idea that he would have beat Canelo if he would have fought Canelo. That's bitch shit to me, but that's what is going on. Because if you ask any Latino that's a boxing fan, they're going to describe the kind of fighter they like. They're going to describe a David Benavidez. So if that's the case, why the fuck are you guys always finding ways to say some bullshit about him? You dig? It doesn't make sense. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, they're praying that he lose this fight. He got the fight coming up, we all know, on the 22nd. A lot of these David Benavidez haters, they're praying like a motherfucker in church. They're praying that he loses to Anthony Yarde. They're praying that he loses this fight. Like, big time. They're praying. Like, for real. They're hoping he loses to Anthony Yarde. All this hate for a fighter that y'all should like. Because he does the kind of fighting that y'all claim y'all like. Because, again, most of you motherfuckers are casuals and trolls. Y'all don't appreciate high skilled, high quality boxing. Y'all call that running because y'all don't know nothing about boxing and y'all don't really appreciate it. A fighter that uses movement in boxes is a runner to y'all. You know, y'all have a lack of appreciation for like real boxers. So can't really respect y'all takes. But Benavidez, he's a real boxer, but he doesn't move that much. But y'all always got something bad to say about him. You dig? So something's not adding up, but I know what it is. Y'all on that weirdo shit with the Canelo shit because I guess it's the end of the world if Canelo loses a fight. I guess that's the way a lot of these Benavidez haters be acting, because that's where all this shit stems from. Because if you notice, for those that remember or got a good memory, if you rewind the clock some years back, before he was even linked to Canelo, wasn't nobody hating on David Benavidez. Like if you go back in time, prior to before Canelo even got linked to fight David Benavidez, you go back to that era, nobody was talking shit about David Benavidez. Nobody was questioning him. Nobody was saying he was a duck. Nobody was saying he was scared to fight this fighter. He's this, that, and the third. Oh, he got to prove himself. He got to do this. He got to do that. Nobody was saying shit like that. They didn't start saying that bullshit until it came up that he's trying to fight Canelo. When the Canelo fight thing came up, that's when people started saying, oh, Benavidez is this, he's that, and the third. His resume is this, that, and the third. He got to do this, he got to do that. You know what I mean? They did not start talking like that until he got linked to Canelo. So that's how you know, bro. He's getting hated on because of his association with Canelo. That is very strange to me. That's why I'm talking about it. And like I said, I was talking about this earlier with somebody. We were talking about boxing and shit. And that is a very, very weird thing. You know, that's why the YTBC, like I said a while ago, the shit trash, because most of you motherfuckers are just casuals and trolls. Y'all not boxing enthusiasts. Y'all don't appreciate real boxing. Y'all just want to see somebody get fucked up and catch CTE because y'all casuals. That's casual shit. That's what you motherfuckers want. Y'all want to see somebody get beat up real bad where they got CTE, brain damage, neurological issues. That's all y'all care about because you guys are casuals. You dig? Y'all don't appreciate real quality boxing. You know? Like this stupid shit about, I saw some shit earlier, Andre Ward's overrated. Only a casual or a troll would say that. No boxing enthusiast would say Andre Ward is a casual. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, y'all just here to, you casuals and trolls, y'all just here to rage bait people. Y'all ain't really talking about shit when it comes to boxing. Y'all just want to rage bait people. You know, David Benavidez is getting hated on for no reason. Y'all sitting there hoping that man lose and shit, because it'll make y'all feel better about Canelo. It's just like the bullshit Terrence Crawford. A lot of you motherfuckers, a lot of y'all that's talking shit about Terrence Crawford, y'all really irrelevant, and y'all wouldn't have a voice if it wasn't for social media. So y'all really irrelevant. But I'm going to speak on y'all stupid asses anyways. Y'all saying that bullshit about Terrence Crawford because you're just so salty that he beat y'all favorite fighter. See, if you was a real boxing enthusiast, a real fan, you would keep that shit gangster and just say, yeah, he beat Canelo. It is what it is. He's a better fighter, and that's where we at. But y'all can't do that because y'all just casuals and y'all just trolls. So what do y'all do? Y'all come up there, y'all say bullshit like Terrence Crawford is juicing and shit because you're that salty that he beat your guy. None of you motherfuckers knew Victor Conte, and none of you motherfuckers have verifiable proof that guys that are snack were indeed juicing. None of y'all have proof of that. Most of that shit is just gossip, but there's no actual proof. But a fighter that you support, you know, he tested positive, you know, for whatever reason. It is what it is. And like I said last time, y'all rarely want to talk about that. But, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, it's just casuals and trolls invade the YTBC, and they kind of ruined it for like real boxing enthusiasts, people that really enjoy the sport, people that understand that every fight's not going to end in a knockout, people that understand that every fight is different, people that understand that resumes don't win fights for you. It's how good you are as a boxer. People that understand that are being disrespected by casuals and trolls. And that's why this YTBC shit is garbage. You know? So it is what it is. Most of these motherfucking panels, you can't even talk boxing without somebody trolling you and calling you names. Now you gotta argue with motherfuckers and all that dumb shit because you're hitting them with facts. Take me for an example. I've went on panels to this day. I've been doing this since April. It's November now. To this day, nobody has ever debunked anything I said about boxing. All they do is try to call me out my name and troll me. But they never debunked anything I said about boxing. Nothing. Everything I said about a fighter, this, that, and the third, never got debunked. All I got was somebody trying to troll me. Saying bullshit about me in the comment sections or saying stupid shit, arguing with me and shit. Threatening to fight me when you live fucking miles and miles away. That's it. But nobody actually debunked anything I said. Ain't nobody never proved me wrong on nothing. It's like the shit I said about Andre Ward and Canelo. He's better than Canelo. He has more intangibles than Canelo. Andre Ward has fought multiple styles just like Canelo, and you ain't never seen him struggle with a style. But you seen Canelo struggle with a style. That alone makes him better than Canelo. Nobody can debunk that. Because it's not capped, that's why. That's facts. You've never seen Andre Ward struggle with a certain style, but you've seen Canelo. So how the fuck is Canelo better than him? Then these motherfuckers keep talking about resume and shit. Nigga, we just saw a fight where a nigga had a better resume than the nigga he was fighting and he still lost. So what the fuck is resumes going to do when you're fighting somebody who's good? It don't guarantee you going to win. Fuck is y'all talking about? So yeah, man. Casuals and trolls in the YTBC can eat a dick and die. That's all for now.